Yo, Elliot! So our friend Hamilton wants to know whether or not he should go see a chiropractor and whether or not, chiropractic is witchcraft or something that's going to support him. Apparently he's injured himself. He's a skateboarder, fell off of his skateboard and didn't break any bones, but he doesn't feel right. And he mentioned to his friends that, or his family actually, I want to go see a chiropractor. And they all giggled and smiled and said, don't mess around with that crackpot stuff, that alternative medicine, it's all witchcraft, right? And he wants to know, maybe they're right, or maybe I should go and see what's going on. So the way I'm going to approach this is with a paradigm, right? What else does Elliott Hulse do? It never really gives you an answer, just gives you something to think about. Anybody who approaches you with the one thing, the one tool, technique, idea, belief, that is the one that's going to save you in all regards, is full of shit. That's the crackpot. The person who is so locked into a particular ideal belief and the surrounding techniques associated with it and presents it as if this is the one and only way is the person you should be most afraid of, right? In our culture, because of the power of the pharmaceutical company and their intertwinedness, right? Their integration with our government has created a situation where our culture accepts the medical profession only that of which proceeds from their pawns, which are, most, this is not all, so don't get upset with me, most medical doctors. So I'm always wary. I'm always wary when when the great droves of masses move in one particular direction, I'm always a little scared. I'm always like, ooh, wait a second, everybody's going that way? I'm gonna check out what's going over here. So you'll have that. But with the advent of the internet and the proliferation of brand new ideas, and the acceptance, people have become far more liberal with brand new ideas. You have alternative forms of medicine, right? So you're gonna have your chiropractor, but you're gonna find the same dogma in every form of alternative medicine also. The same way that you're gonna find the same strength of conviction if you go to a church as you would find if you go to a mosque, as if you go to a synagogue, you're gonna find the same strength of conviction in every form of every fractioned industry in the world. You find this with diet, you find this with exercise, you find this with the medical profession, you find this in politics, you find this with money, right? And everybody's got their solution. Everybody's got their one thing. And look, if you just join us and do it our way and believe that ours is the one and only way, your life will be forever transformed, right? So you're gonna go to the chiropractor, he's gonna do the same shit. Listen. They're all very convincing. All you really need to do is align your spinal column such that your nervous system behaves properly, right? Because you've got these subluxations that don't allow the nervous system to express itself fully into your muscle, your organ, and you want to keep it aligned so that everything works properly. Totally valid, totally makes sense. You've heard Elliott Hulse talk about it, but he's going to have you believe that all you need to do is crack your back, come to me twice a week and crack your back for the rest of your life to keep everything aligned, and you will be happy, healthy, and strong for the rest of your life, all the days of your life, right? Which is bullshit, because what actually controls bones? Muscle. So then you go to the physical therapist and he says, don't go to the fucking chiropractor. Muscle is what controls where the bones are. Let me manipulate your muscle. So he'll do his massage techniques, he'll give you his the stem pads, and they'll ice and they'll stretch and they'll do all the things to your muscle associated with that. Right? And then you'll go to the spiritual healer, and he'll say, look, it has nothing to do with the body. It's all to do with the spirit and the mind and in your past life progression. And they'll be like, they'll scoff at all the other shit. It's funny, I have one of my well-respected mentors. I went to him and I spoke about a technique that I tried recently, which I knew was wacky, but I was like, I'm always fascinated with what people have to say and share. So I went and tried it out. And he scoffed, and then proceeds to have me do his own wacky shit. And I just laid there and I laughed. I was like, boy, yeah, she was wacky, and you're just as fucking wacky. Because I'm objective about the entire thing. And I go with it, because it's fun to me to experience all of these things on a journey to becoming a stronger version of myself. So anyway, long story short, my answer to you is, try many different things, but don't get sucked into any of their churches, right? The medical industry, and the medical doctors associated with it, and the culture that surrounds it is just one idea. right? They just happen to be very well funded and have a lot of power, a lot of bureaucracy, right? The government is, the FDA, works with the pharmaceutical companies. They're like the head of the FDA was like an ex-Pfizer. I'm making this up, but if you look closely, they're all in bed with one another. So that's why it's the prevailing, it's money. That's why that's the prevailing culture. That's the thing that most people are going to say is the right way. When you got chiropractors, it's like you can't fucking sell anything as chiropractors, right? There's no pills. It's one guy. He's got to have it's a service. It's not a product. Products always sell better than services. He's got to go and he's got to crack your fucking back twice a week. What are you going to do? That's hard to monetize after a while. You sell pills, it's easy to monetize. Money is power. So anyway, what do you do? Try out the chiropractic, regardless of what anybody else says. Don't listen to the chiropractor if he tries to sell you on his bullshit. Just see what happens. Try neuromuscular therapy. Don't listen to his bullshit. Just see what happens. Try different diets. Try different tips, tools, techniques, exercise programs. This is basically a life paradigm. This is an idea for, a broad idea for approaching things in your life. Go to the synagogue. Go to the church. Go to the mosque. Take what is good. Take what is helpful. Use it. Allow it to grow you. But don't get sucked in. Don't lose yourself to any of this shit. Peace. Yo, Elliot.